there's an old way of looking at innovation where you pay people to do research, and then you put intellectual property on it, and then you sell whatever product is invented on the market with a huge markup. Innovation is something that's privately created by private individual, private firms, etc. And then the other vision is maybe public investment. But I think today we have to look at a third form that's emerging very fast. The part of civic innovation has been really fundamental in bringing us a number of things. And so what is civic innovation? It's, basically the people today have this ability to self-organize themselves over the networks and build things together, construct things together that they love. And so they're building knowledge commons, they're building commons of code like free software, they're building commons of design like open hardware, and they're making cars like the Wikispeed car, which is 5 times as fuel efficient as an industrial car. I think this is a bit of a critical argument, and not everybody will agree, but I'll put it forward here. I think if you design as a company, you design for the market, and the market is a scarcity allocation mechanism. In other words, you have to design something that will play the game of supply and demand. And so even if you make something, for renewable energy, which is a great project, but you'll make it in such a way that in 5 years' time, it breaks down. You've got to buy a new one. And planned obsolescence is not a bug; it's a feature. But if you place the innovation processes in a community, an open design community, an open hardware community, an open energy community, there is no incentive to design for scarcity. The incentive is to design for sustainability. And so basically what I'm advocating is not to abolish the market, but to put the market around the commons, right? So you have a commons of contributors, a commons of innovators, and they're designing things that are really good for humanity. And then you have firms and companies and co-ops, whatever, making it, bringing it to the market. And of course they can also innovate, but they give it back to the common pool where they got it in the first place from. So this is, I think, not maybe the only way, but at least a very important new way to consider open innovation, social innovation. It's not located in the firms, it's located in the communities. And I think this is something that should be enabled and facilitated by existing players. So there should be public policies, for example, that help people do that, like the Media Lab in Madrid, which has been operating for 10 years and teaching people how to do this. Or I'm thinking of the Ponto de Cultura, 5,000 centers of digital production, which taught people in the favelas, in the rural areas in Brazil, to be creative in the digital space. Italy is a strange case for me. I think it's a country where the contradiction between the official system and the civic system is the biggest. In other words, Italians are innovating. I go to Milan many times, I go to Rome. I see the people from Openwear who make open source clothing. I see the Fab Labs, I see the co-working sites. I'm admirative of the energy and that goes on. And yet it seems that the superstructure is pretty broken, and there's no really a connection between the young people creating the value and the system that's in charge of managing this.